Coming up on Mountain News this morning, 3 men charged with the murder of Amber Spradlin appeared in court for a pre-trial conference. And the governor is reminding people to check on disaster relief benefits as the deadline to apply gets extended.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning. My name is Amelia Lee, and we have made it to Friday. It is March 14th, and we have also made it to 6:31 this morning, which means it is time to check on in with meteorologist Megan Dusmall. And Megan, we've got a little bit of kind of a chilly start, but it was a great start for those of us who wake up between midnight and 4 a.m. to see that moon. That was very beautiful, very cool this morning.
Yeah, it was absolutely stunning. I know I got a picture of it. Amelia got some too. So I shared some on my Facebook if you want to see it, if you missed it. But as we go through the next couple hours, we're going to continue to see those temperatures warm up and those clouds will roll back in. So we did have a nice clear start. That gave us that beautiful view of the moon this morning. Again, clouds will pick up through today, and then we do have a chance of rain as we're heading into this weekend and a chance of some storms as well. Here's a look at those temperatures because it's really not too bad. A little chilly. I needed a cardigan this morning, but that was about it. I mean, it was about 50 degrees for most of the area, but now we've dropped more into the 40s, seeing some 50s pop out, 56 still in Pikeville and 50 for Williamsburg. And as we head into the afternoon, that's where we'll see those temperatures warm right back up. And we're going to get into the upper 70s today and 80s, 81 for Jackson, Prestonsburg, Pikeville, 80 for Irvin and Logan. And as we head through the next couple hours and you head out the door, those temperatures will just continue to warm up, hitting a high around that 4 o'clock mark today. Amelia?
The 3 men charged in connection to the high-profile murder of Prestonsburg woman Amber Spradlin appeared in court for a pre-trial conference yesterday. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has the latest developments.
Outside of the Floyd County Justice Center Thursday, a mission to keep Amber Spradlin's face in the community.
I want justice to come for people whose lives have been taken.
Support Amber! We're blessed that we've got so many people that have been willing to help us and support us and keep the story going and keep Amber's name alive.
But inside, a motion to change the venue for the trial of the men charged in connection to her murder, and a request for a speedy trial from the attorneys representing her accused murderer, M.K. McKinney.
We're prepared to try this case.
Commonwealth's attorney Brent Turner says his office will not object to a change in venue, which attorneys believe would be best given the sensational nature of the case. And Spradlin's family says they support the move for a different reason.
The McKinneys have a lot of influence in the county, and we would just feel better if we were able to get it moved.
However, Turner argued against the request for a speedy trial, saying the evidence should be fully processed before a trial date is set, and it has not been an unreasonable wait since the July arrests, saying the evidence could be complete by fall, and a trial would be possible by early next year. The family and Amber's supporters say justice can only be served if no stone goes unturned.
We personally don't really care what they want at this moment because Amber would have rather be living right now.
And though nothing was decided Thursday, Special Judge Eddie Coleman indicated he would prefer to try the case in Pike County for size and security reasons, but did not speak on the request for a speedy trial until the Commonwealth has time to file its response in the record.
I think that we're going to have a really strong case against them, and I don't really have any concerns. I think we are going to get successful convictions.
In Floyd County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, the motions made were all by M.K. McKinney's attorney. Attorneys for his co-defendants, Dr. Michael McKinney and Josh Mullins, indicated they will follow suit once the court decides how to move forward. In Whitley County, the jury trial in a case where a man was charged with the death of a well-known farmer was postponed. Michael Boyd Connor was charged with murder after police found Charles Oler dead in his home. That incident happened in January of last year. The motion filed says a key witness was not available to testify, resulting in the jury being pushed back to April 29th. Connor's bond was also reduced from $1 million to $50,000. A London man is accused of committing rape. Police in Laurel County arrested David Glenn Myers on Wednesday. Deputies with the sheriff's office say he was arrested after they received a complaint about sexual abuse involving a minor victim. Myers was taken to the Laurel County Correctional Center. In Wayne County, a woman was taken to the hospital after a car hit a home. Officers with the driver say the driver lost control and hit a home on Highway 3106 on Wednesday afternoon. Only the porch was damaged. The person inside the home was not hurt, but the driver was. She was taken to the Wayne County Hospital and then flown to UK. Deputies are investigating the crash. In Morgan County, a man is in jail following a sexual abuse investigation. State police troopers say they responded to a home in West Liberty on February 19th. After they spoke with folks at the home, including 2 minors, they interviewed Timmy Keaton. Police later arrested Keaton, and he was charged with incest, rape, and 2 counts of sexual abuse. He was taken to the Rowan County Detention Center. The Logan Post Office in Logan County, West Virginia, is closed for the foreseeable future. According to a United States Postal Service spokesperson, it's a sewer issue causing the building to close. As a result, it's causing many folks to go to the Stallings Post Office in the McConnell community.
So it's going to be a huge inconvenience to have to get into a vehicle and drive to Stallings.
I was disappointed, but I'm glad that they have picked out another post office area that we can use until this is resolved.
The Postal Service says they do not have a reopening date for the one in Logan just yet. The General Assembly session is winding down in Frankfort as lawmakers get ready for the veto session today. The House Senate bills banning DEI on college campuses and one limiting artificial intelligence within state government to the governor's desk. Republicans gave final passage to a bill broadening medical exceptions under Kentucky's strict abortion ban. A controversial bill that would limit state regulation against water pollution won final passage, and the Senate passed a bill overturning Governor Beshear's 2024 executive order banning conversion therapy after an amendment prohibiting Medicaid funds from being used for gender-affirming care. It now has to head back to the House. The House and Senate will adjourn for a veto session today, then return on March 27th for the final days of the session. A Senate committee yesterday took a look at House Bill 808. The bill looks to bring more tourism into the general Burnside Lake area that's near Lake Cumberland. The proposed bill would have a recreational and park system built in that area. Those advocating for the bill said it would generate millions from private investments to build the facilities. It passed and will now move to the House floor. Governor Andy Beshear hosted a Team Kentucky update in Frankfort yesterday morning. During the update, the governor highlighted several disaster centers in eastern Kentucky. The governor also says folks in 14 different counties can apply for disaster relief benefits. 13 of those counties are in our area. The governor says the deadline for DSNAP benefits is being extended by 2 days.
Folks living or working in the 14 counties affected that qualify for DSNAP may apply for assistance through March the 14th. I think that is tomorrow. So make sure that you see and you get your applications in before that deadline.
Governor Beshear also announced several eastern Kentucky trail towns receiving funding, which will go toward enhancing tourism and recreation. We have those details at WYMT.com. Organizers say the Appalachia Rising Above Telethon on WYMT was a success, raising $155,000 to help flood survivors in eastern Kentucky. That money is now being distributed by the Foundation for Appalachian Kentucky to families in need. And you're running out of time to report flood damage to crisis cleanup, which the foundation uses to determine eligibility for flood relief grants. And that deadline is today. The number to call is 606-268-0896.
The $155,000 that was raised will go to help 310 families that are going to receive money. This is, $500 per family, but this is going to real people, our friends, our families, our neighbors, and that $155,000 will make such a difference in the recovery to help make it possible. It's not going to replace everything, but what it can do is give families hope and a little bit of extra assistance.
Collins says the overwhelming support from donors and volunteers made the telethon a success, bringing not just financial aid, but also a sense of hope to those still recovering. And some new retail stores are coming to Hazard. The Black Gold Plaza Shopping Center is reopening and it's being redeveloped. The new stores will include Hobby Lobby, TJ Maxx, and Five Below. More are expected to be announced soon. And some of the construction is expected to be completed in early 2026.
As you're heading out the door, here's what you need to know. Those temperatures are on the warmer side of things, so you're not going to need that winter coat this morning, maybe a light jacket as we see 40s in some places in the 50s, 56 as you're traveling towards Pikeville, 53 in Prestonsburg. Oh, just updated 54 in Prestonsburg and 55 in Logan. And as we're heading into the afternoon, here's what you can expect in terms of those forecast highs, mainly in the upper 70s, but there are a few standout 80s out there. 80 degrees forecasted for Manchester, Irvin, and Logan, and 81, even warmer, for Jackson, Prestonsburg, and Pikeville. Now, we do have a little bit of clouds in the area right behind me that are starting to move into the region, but for the most part, we're looking at clear skies this morning. And as you're heading out of the door and into the bus this morning, those temperatures will be about 55 degrees with those clear skies. And by the time you're heading home, you can see the upper 70s with mostly cloudy skies. Stay with us. More mountain news and weather is on the way.